Hello Pisces and welcome to your June 2023 astrology forecast. This video is for Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces. If you'd like to book a reading, there'll be a link down below as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. Now Pisces. May was tumultuous, right? That April, May, because of eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. So it was very tumultuous. June, things tend to quiet down, but we do have some astrological shifts that will impact us, okay? So on the 3rd, we have a beautiful full moon, and this is coming to you in your 10th house of career goals and reputation. A full moon is about releasing and letting go. And when it comes to your reputation, our reputation is how we want others to perceive us. I have a good standing reputation in this area of my life. And the full moon is asking you to release that. Release what you feel that others should perceive about you. This is about career changes, things that you want to do when it comes to your career and going through career changes, making changes, things coming to an end in certain aspects of your career, having to let that go and really changing the trajectory of what you want to do. So this is when it comes to your career, you're really analyzing it. What changes do I want to make if you're in an existing career? If you're unemployed, you're looking like, where can I change and grow in a different way? Where do I want to be when it comes to my career? When it comes to goals are very personal to us of what we want to have within our lives. Safety, security, emotional comfort, whether I have the goal to grow a beautiful herb garden, whether I want to detox, it's a goal. Right, so look at all your goals too, because with this full moon, it'll be releasing and clearing out the shifts you need to make when it comes to your goals that are important to you. You might realize that some goals you thought that were so important are no longer. You might let them go in order to reach for new goals. But ultimately, you're focusing on reshifting and discovering who you are in relation to what your purpose is. And this means you might even create some shifts with the connections with those around you. On the 5th, we have Venus entering into your 6th house. And Venus will stay there, okay? Venus will stay in your 6th house till October of 2020. We have a Venus retrograde this year, and that's why Venus is staying so long in your 6th house. Now, Venus goes retrograde only in July, 22nd of July, but the pre-shadow period to Venus retrograde starts on the 19th of June, 2023. Venus in the 6th is really like craving the sweet tooth. You're taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally before it goes retrograde, right? Really good with those things. You're really looking at ways to take care of yourself, but you really need to take care of yourself in a deeper way. You also find enjoyment in your day-to-day routine. But when the retrograde kicks in, Venus has you reassessing your physical, mental, and emotional health and how you take care of yourself. This is where you can find conflict within work, anything to do with work, as in work life, co-workers. It can come up now. You might find yourself dispassionate with what you're doing and reassessing and looking back to the past of what you did when it comes to your work. Remember that Venus retrogrades can bring exes back. That's the important thing. It is a Venus retrograde and Venus rules love. So there we are with the exes. And just can bring overall conflict in our relationships. The moment you are, in a relationship, the Venus retrograde can do that. But also for you, it has to do with your work life, your career, your work life, co-workers, and your day-to-day routine. You might find it difficult to take care of your day-to-day routine. Things come up out of the blue and all of a sudden you're supposed to do this, now you're doing that, and it doesn't make any sense. So go with it, reassess and reevaluate what's important to you. Now on the 11th of June, we have Mercury moving into your 4th house. This is about negotiating when it comes to your home, your family as well. You might be communicating more with family. You might also be communicating and thinking about family, thinking about the past, really, and thinking about what changes you want to make within your home. This is great for signing negotiations when it comes to your living situation, leases, mortgages. You're really trying to get ahead of your home life. So everything related to your home is what you'll be thinking about, communicating about, expressing about, all of those things. If you are looking for a new place to live, you might find it through talking to people that you trust and are close to, because the 4th house is soul family, and the 4th house offers us opportunities of communication because of Mercury there, right? On the 11th, we have a retrograde. It's already in retrograde. Pluto's already in retrograde, but on the 11th of June, Pluto now moves back into Capricorn, and this is your 11th house. Now, for you, Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. In this year of 2020, Pluto moved into Aquarius and gave us all a bit of a break. Okay, that was you as a Pisces, your 12th house. Now that Pluto is back in Capricorn, it's wanting you in the retrograde phase. It's asking you to reassess your connections to others. This is where you might have found that some connections to others may have come to an end, especially people that you socialize with, connect to, friend group, work groups, so forth. But reassess your connections to others going forward. And that's what the retrograde is doing. And it will be in this retrograde phase until the end of the year. And Pluto will be in Capricorn until early next year. So understand that you're reassessing, reevaluating your energy and your social connections to others and the vision that you have for yourself going into the future. Right, how you connect to others. Pluto is transforming this energy in the 11th house, and you might even find a power plays, hidden dynamics, things that go really wonky within your connections, especially in social connections, right? So friends, your neighbors, but not necessarily your neighbors, but say you are friends with your neighbors. They fall automatically in the 11th house. The 11th house is the moment we socialize, like, oh, we go out for a barbecue, or we go out to do this, or I go out with my family, I'm socializing with them, or I'm socializing with this work group, or I'm socializing with this nature bird watching group. That's the 11th house, socializing, right? And you're reevaluating the way that you socialize with others. And there's lots of power plays and power dynamics within the social circles that you keep, that you are now reworking and re-understanding. On the 17th, 18th, new moon, right? We have a beautiful new moon in your 4th house, and this is really good for new and fresh opportunities for your home and living situation. This way you can now, either move home, find a new home, change things within your home, declutter your home, rearrange things. You are moving things within your home or deciding to move home, but you're really looking at your home. New opportunities too for family connections. This is when an event can happen within the family, where family decides to socialize, and there's new opportunities for connection or meet someone new that someone is seeing, new connections through family. And you're open to these new opportunities. There's also a good new opportunity for emotional comfort, safety, and security. On the 21st, we have the sun entering into your 5th house, 26th, Mercury in the 5th house. Romance, fun, and pleasure. Existing relationship, you want to be more romantic. Single, this is where you're thinking about romance a lot. You are thinking about your children if you have children, especially with the sun in the 5th. It's the rules over children, where you have opportunities to connect to them. Mercury has you communicating to them on the 26th, especially children, or if you have to teach younger people, or you might all of a sudden, if you don't have any children, find yourself around younger people. So that's what this energy is. And it also works your inner child, finding fun and pleasure within your life. And that's why it rules over romance. It's where we just be little kids and have some fun and enjoy ourselves. Really good for creative ideas, really good for anything to do with becoming an entrepreneur, because the sun offers you opportunities. So you might turn a hobby into a side hustle that offers you something, but you're really looking at doing these things. On the 30th of June, Neptune goes retrograde in Pisces. When Neptune is direct, the world looks beautiful, rose-tinted glasses are on, and everything is great. And it's retrograding Pisces, your 1st house. When Neptune goes retrograde, reality check, and the reality check is coming in about you, Pisces. Where are the boundaries between yourself and others? What truths do you need to know about yourself? What truths do you need to know about others? The reality check about who you are, your responsibilities, and what you are doing, and what's important to you, and your goals are all coming in. This will be a very get real month. Especially because Saturn is retrograding on the 17th in your sign, and it's also teaching you, with Saturn that retrograde on the 17th, is teaching you a lot about Saturn's being in Pisces from the 7th of March 2023. Now on the 17th of June, Saturn will retrograde in Pisces, which is the 1st house of self. Getting yourself really serious about you and what you want to create within your life going forward, your responsibilities, what's important. Saturn retrogrades is again a reality check. You've been building structure, and Saturn's been very hard on you, Pisces, restricting areas of your life, creating frustration, holding you back in certain aspects. But Saturn now is asking, what have you learned? because Saturn is hard, sometimes cruel. It shows you what you don't want to see. It shows you that what is on shaky ground. Saturn hates shaky ground. Anything that's built on wafty shakiness, wishy-washiness, not real, no stability. Yes, Saturn, stability, commitment, determination, hard work, and discipline, serious. Saturn is serious. So if there was anything that wasn't serious within your life, and maybe you had this dream about a job or dream about something, Saturn comes in like, that's just a dream. We need to focus on what's real. I want a plan. I want dedication from you, and Saturn can be that way. So if you've been going through all these changes and challenges, know that Saturn, when it goes retrograde, is asking you to check in. What has transpired since the 7th of March? There's been a reality check with Saturn in your sign, the first house, and what changes do you need to make within your life in order to bring stability into your life? And that happens too with the 30th of June, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which is another reality check, asking you to really look at things clearly. No rose-tinted glasses. Pisces is the rose-tinted glasses, where we look at life and life seems like a beautiful dream. There is no dream. This is where you wake up and realize the reality of things are serious because of Saturn that's going to move retrograde, and also because of Neptune retrograde this month as well in the sign of Pisces, the first house of you. This is a month for really looking about what you want through reality to bring it into your life. Things are solid. Don't you want that? Things are stable. Things that are committed. Things that you feel committed to. And also people. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed June.